What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Dueling Fates podcast. Still a Star Wars podcast for the foreseeable future. Bro said fuck for a reason, but was silent about it. Yeah, I saw that. Today we're talking about Solo, a Star Wars story, the second newest Star Wars film to be released in theaters. We're waiting on one Star Wars film to come out, but that's only one in progress to my knowledge. I think the only one is the Mandalorian film.
Oh, no, there's a bunch kind of in progress.
I have no idea. But we're jumping around to the Disney Star Wars films for a little bit because this takes place between Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One. So I have a big problem with this film.
Okay, what's that?
It takes place before Kenobi.
No, it doesn't. Or yes, it
Yes,
does.
it does.
Okay, and?
Han Solo's like in his 20s already. If not almost 30.
No, he's like early 20s in this movie.
And Leia's 10 in Kenobi. So this is like a year or two before Kenobi.
Okay. They meet when Leia's like 21.
19, because Luke's 19.
Fair enough. Still.
I just find it creepy. Like, why not just make this take place like, I don't know, a few years after Kenobi? There's no like.
That doesn't change the age that Han has always been. Han has always been over a decade older than the other two.
Not really.
Yes, even Harrison Ford was that much older than them because of that. They spelled this out for you.
It's weird just seeing baby Leia and then you see Han and it's odd. It's really,
you don't
really
see
weird.
them both in the same movie. So.
No, but if you have in the background knowledge that Han is a fully grown man and Leia is still a child, it's weird.
I guess I get it, but I don't know.
Also, I don't think this is Han Solo. This is Han Frodo.
I really disagree. This is a perfect representation of Han Solo.
No.
What do you mean no?
This is Han Solo after episode 6. This is not Han Solo.
No, this is original
4.
Han Solo.
No.
Yes, it is. What do you mean no?
Original Han
Solo is a
Solo
What do you think you know because you're wrong?
Han Solo is a scoundrel. He is a rat. He's all of it. This guy, generally a stand-up dude.
He shot his friend in the middle of a monologue.
That wasn't really his friend that turned on him.
They were friends though.
Yeah, but the guy turned on him previously, so like that throws it out the window.
Yeah, and the only time we see him kill anybody in episode 4 is when that guy was trying to kill him.
Yeah,
Han has always been a good dude.
No.
Yes, you're just stupid. And you're listening to what people try to say about Han. You didn't actually watch the movie.
An asshole to Luke.
No. And he was a dickhead in this movie.
He was a stupid ass motherfucker. That's what he was.
No, he was also a dick.
Bro, also, like, he tries to be smart, but it always backfires. Han doesn't have that happen to him.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Literally everything Han does is bullshit. That's like the whole point of Han's character.
He bullshit and it works out. This one, he doesn't know how to make it work out, and it sucks.
Because it's 10 years before that. And this is the start of him becoming the scoundrel. I think that's what you're forgetting. You're trying to pretend it's the end. You're like forgetting that character development happens, you dumb bitch.
10 years we are missing, and I'd rather see that 10 years than this bullshit.
Oh, I don't want to see where he comes from. I just want to see how he gets there. That's the dumbest thing you've ever said. Have a second movie then.
I don't generally give a fuck about like Solo, like where he came from. We knew where, like, all we needed to know was the original trilogy. We didn't need to know about where he came from. We didn't know that he had we didn't need to know that he had an original love interest.
Why? Why does it hurt you to get more info about a cool character?
Me.
No, because it does hurt you because you're being one of those idiots who didn't actually watch the movie. You're just making stuff up out of your feelings. You're just making stuff up based on your feelings. You're not paying attention to what was. They spell everything out for you, and you're just like, I don't care. This just isn't what I want. Shut up.
No, I just don't generally see this as Han Solo. I think this is.
It's exactly Han. No. In every way. You're just stupid.
I was much more invested in Lando because Lando's cool.
No, this is entirely Han. You're just deciding that 10 years of doing the scoundrel thing shouldn't have affected him at all. He should have always been the greatest little scoundrel. He should have never had any character development ever. Ugh, shut the fuck up, you media illiterate fool.
He just generally seems like a bumbling idiot throughout half this film. He doesn't know how anything works.
Right, he has to learn it all. He's a kid from Corellia. He never got to fly a ship. They literally explain he was never a pilot. He never knew anything. They literally spell it out for you that he didn't know anything and that this whole film is about him learning all of it. Not all of it, but like learning a lot of it.
He can not be just an idiot. He can be like a normal human being. He's just a fucking idiot. You know, he's an idiot throughout all of this film.
What makes him an idiot? Oh, the plan he came up with that works perfectly, where he predicted all of it? That's pretty stupid, right?
That's because that's called foreshadowing throughout the whole film.
No, he's too stupid. If he was as stupid as you're trying to pretend he is, he wouldn't have got it.
The only time I've ever seen him actually come up with like a smart plan is with the fucking gambling. Because the
entire ending of the movie was his plan. He literally says, I have a plan. Taking the actual coaxium to Dryden.
Yeah.
Knowing that Beckett was going to turn on him. He knew all of this was about to happen. You're acting like he's dumb. In a very early part, we see him make a plan that's pretty smart with the gambling issue. We see this entire ending is his plan, which is really smart. The very end, where he gambles with Lando again, is smart. You're just wrong. You're just forgetting half the movie or giving credit to somebody else.
He doesn't fucking do shit. Like he plans and then it just blows up in his face. It never blows up in his face.
Yes, that is how plans work.
No, Han Solo is supposed to be like the smartest guy in the room at all times. No, he's not. And
that has never been part of his character.
Just an idiot.
Never has that.
Yes.
The smartest guy in the room. One of the first things we see from him is him chasing down stormtroopers into an entire room of stormtroopers.
Yeah.
How's that? I'm talking about in episode 4. You're trying to talk about how smart he is, yet he's always been this dumb. You're just actually forgetting who Han Solo is. You're just creating an image in your mind based on nothing and pretending you know what you're talking about. You are literally wrong about all of it.
I do it the wrong way. I have not seen the original trilogy in like 5 years.
Stop acting like you know what you're talking about.
I just don't. This guy doesn't feel like Han Solo.
Yes, he does. But you apparently haven't seen anything to do with Han Solo since before you were a person.
I'm not that young.
You would have been 5 years ago. You were like what, 15? You bitch.
17.
Of course, you would be 22. Bro's out here listening to Taylor Swift every day.
Yeah, I do actually.
Just 22 though. You're just only listening to 22.
I just have it on repeat. I'm not allowed to listen to another song until I turn 23.
We are 8 minutes into this episode, and I've been screaming at you the whole time.
I don't have much else to talk about besides I don't like this fucking.
But you're wrong. But you're wrong.
Okay.
Well, for the reason you say you don't like it, you're wrong. Your reasoning is wrong. You don't have to like it, but the reasoning is incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
This feels perfectly like Han Solo. Especially making everything up later like he did it. The guy who made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. Well, you only did that because, there's a droid brain uploaded to your ship that actually did it for you.
Well, they also talk about parsecs in like the length of like space.
Yeah, they use it correctly now.
Yeah, but like that doesn't correlate with how they used it in.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, but it's not that impressive. It's a shortcut instead of a time stamp,
No, doing something that making a trip that's supposed to take 20-mile trip and somehow doing it in 12 is pretty impressive.
No, it's a triangle.
That's literally more impressive.
No, it's a geometry question at that point.
That's not at all how that works.
Yes, the hypotenuse is actually the short. the shortest angle of a triangle. That's how triangles work.
But I understand that. I don't think you understand how triangles work. If you're here and you're trying to get here, going over here and then cutting out isn't gonna work.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That is what you're saying.
No, because you're at a point here.
You're here, you're here. No, if I take an angle, I miss.
Geek, to get out of the castle area, whatever the fuck they called it, it's a triangle to get out. Like, it's a circle, right? To get out. Like, it's a general area. So going to point here be one point. There's another point. This is your shortcut. This is the hypotenuse. There you go. Boom. There. Done.
Yeah, that's not at all
triangles,
anything close.
Bitch.
No, you were just talking about a circle. What do you want? There's a dog.
I have a dog right here too. Hey, Dean.
They're both named Dean.
Also... Yeah.
Hi, Bubba. What do you want? Do you want to talk about Solo? Do you want to call Grayson stupid too?
They also get rid of the best character with like nearly halfway through the film, but L3, dope ass character, and they kill her they kill her as soon as they can.
That is like nearing the end of the movie.
No, it's not.
And
it's halfway through the film.
No,
because they had no.
That is literally as they are leaving to go to the finale.
I guess.
I just don't.
Felt really short.
You have no perception of time.
Apparently, I don't.
Also, isn't this movie longer than Revenge?
2 hours and 12 minutes, I think.
Oh, so it's very close because 2 hours 20 for Revenge.
Yeah, 2 hours 15. Sorry,
what do you want?
He wants cuddles. He's like, I want to talk about how Han Solo is not Han Solo.
No, he wants to tell you that you're dumb. Hi. Yeah, based on everything we see, this is a perfect representation of Han. You just don't like it. And that's okay. You're allowed to not like it. You're just not allowed to spew bullshit as the reason.
I can spew whatever I want.
All right, we get it. You're one of the toxic, shitty Star Wars fans that no one likes. We get it.
I'm not really a Star Wars fan.
You sure sound like Star Wars theory at this moment, just making up your own bullshit to complain.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm genuinely being serious.
Mm-hmm.
Why was this movie's budget so big?
Because it's Disney. They're what's it called? Not trafficking.
I do have to say, visually, this is one of the prettiest Star Wars movies.
It's too Disneyed.
What do you mean it's too Disneyed?
Star Wars has a look to it, and they Disneyed it. They Disneyed the look.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It looks good. It just doesn't look like a Star Wars film.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Star Wars has a look to it. And even like the sequel
only movies that don't look like Star Wars movies are the prequels.
Nah.
Because Star Wars has always felt like a lived-in universe. The prequels have not been lived in. Nothing around there has been lived in. It's all so CGI.
Yeah.
There's no. Every room is sterile like a hospital.
Yeah.
Yet that means it's not lived in. Lived in stuff doesn't say sterile like that.
Yeah.
You dumb bitch.
No, but like this is it looks good. I'm not saying it doesn't look good. I'm just saying that I
think you're just hating on this movie because everybody else hates on it.
No, because
I think you went into this knowing everybody hates it, and you just agree.
No, I genuinely want. No, I go into every movie trying to enjoy it as much as I can.
I don't think you did.
I think this film
because you're just making shit up to call it bad.
I think it's fine. It just feels like a fan fiction.
All movies are fan fiction.
No, this feels like a Wattpad fan fiction. It's an AU universe of Han Solo.
No.
Yes.
No. This is just normal Han Solo.
And I'm saying it feels like a fan fiction version
you just
of Han Solo.
You're hoping, for some reason, you want Han Solo as a 19-year-old. I don't know how old he was. Now I want to look it up. I don't. Stop pretending like you know anything.
Yeah.
No, he's 19. You dumb bitch.
Mm-hmm. Why does every Star Wars character start their first movie in 19, basically?
Right, Obi-Wan, then Anakin. Who was 19 in Revenge, though? Probably Ahsoka, but she wasn't there.
Jar Jar.
No.
But no one starts their story in Revenge.
Luke
Everyone
does.
just dies.
And Leia.
They don't start their story.
Darth Vader starts his story there. He was born at the same time as Luke and Leia.
Uh-huh.
Well, not really, actually. He was born a couple hours before that when he choked out their mom. But no, he's 19.
Okay.
And the start of this movie, he's 19. He's probably 22 when everything starts happening.
That's 3 years.
But when everything starts happening, I think that takes place after Kenobi. I think the beginning is what takes place before. I think.
Also, apparently the Hollow Chess game, I'm already looking at the trivia, is stops the same way as it was when they opened it in episode 4. So for the next, like, whatever, how many years
Chewie wasn't playing it again. He was pissed.
No one was playing it ever again.
So my brain broke. I was yelling at you about being stupid.
Yeah.
There's probably more reason to do that. My brain exploded. So you hate the idea that Han ever had another love interest because somehow that makes it worse?
But no, I don't hate the idea of it. It's off-putting because I'm like, Leia and Han are soulmates.
Yeah, that's why they get divorced and hate each other.
They love each other. They still love each other. They just have a different opinion.
Leia always hated Han. And
yeah, but like,
I hate you, I love you. This is a toxic relationship.
And you can still love each other. They're still soulmates.
I don't know if I agree.
I agree with myself.
Yeah, but as with most things, you're probably wrong again.
Maybe.
Just like wearing that knockoff Chinese jersey.
It's not knockoff.
Yes, it is.
Nah.
Where'd you get it?
From your mom's house.
It's definitely a knockoff.
Anyways. What do you want to talk about?
That's what I was trying to... I keep getting distracted. But so it's off-putting because he found his soulmate 10 years later, so he could have never been with anybody else before that.
That's not his soulmate.
Is definitely the dumbest thing you've ever said.
Kara is not his soulmate.
Oh my God. Are you...
You said 10 years earlier.
He found his soulmate 10 years later. Sorry. You know what I meant, you dumb bitch. And I don't think I said earlier, but even if I did, you know what I meant, you dumb bitch.
Maybe.
You're just being a cunt because you know, again, you're wrong. So you're just being a cunt about it, and I don't like it. Maybe. I don't respect it. I don't respect you anymore.
I don't respect It's the finger wave.
No hustle, no loyalty, no respect.
Uh-huh.
Bro's about to retire. Big sad.
Yep.
But so yeah, you're upset because he dated somebody else before he even knew Leia existed. That's wild.
No, I said it's off-putting. I never said it was upsetting.
Why is it off-putting?
Just because I think
in a world like this, you should only ever date one time. That's really your argument here. You should only ever be able to date one person.
No.
You haven't met your soulmate yet, but you've dated somebody, so no soulmate for you.
Oh my God. It's a fictional universe. I cannot believe in, like, one love.
He finds his one love. That doesn't mean you don't date before then, you fucking moron.
Yeah, but like...
Yeah, but like you're realizing how stupid your point is, huh?
They were fucking.
Yeah. Is that a problem?
No, I'm just saying they were fucking beforehand.
So? That hurts nothing. You're just a weird complainy bitch.
Does contraception exist in Star Wars?
I don't know.
We know underwear doesn't. We know underwear doesn't.
No, well, see, but it does though.
No, because
yeah,
George
bras
Lucas
don't
said,
exist until Slave Leia appears wearing a bra.
it's a brassiere. That's why.
What do you think bra is? What?
Bras and
That's
brassiere
not
is
the.
different.
No, it's not. It's just the shortened
Noun.
It's just the shortened version of the other word. Yeah, I don't know. You're picking the dumbest things to complain about.
I
And it's
am.
wild. You're picking the easiest things to realize are wrong, too.
I still ask the question, does contraception exist in Star Wars?
Probably.
You don't know.
Does anybody?
There's got to be someone out there.
No, because it's never been written in canon.
It's going to be now.
The things I look up sometimes.
Well, we have raccoons before, too, so.
Apparently, yeah. Some stuff does exist.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Yeah.
But that's all in Legends, so no. There's no canon info. But yeah, Kira exists. We see literally one of the first things we see Han do, he's not supposed to be a good guy, is be a bad. Han's always been an anti-hero. Grayson's just too stupid to realize that. Grayson lives in a world where there's, everything is black and white. There's no shades of gray. There's no middle ground. He thinks you're either a good guy or a bad guy.
I like color.
Obviously, the hell you don't. You like to think there's only good and bad.
Sure.
Han was a piece of shit. No, he wasn't. He was just a guy. He's just a simple man making his way through the galaxy. You're not going to get that reference because you don't watch any shows, but yeah, the first thing we see him do is, steal a bunch of shit. And then steal a bunch of shit from the thing he stole later. Because he gives Kira the dice from the little speeder that he stole. And those dice end up hanging in the Falcon the entire time, which I think is cute. I really do. We see how Han and Chewie meet. We learn that Chewie's like 200 years old by the time A New Hope happens.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Bro's old.
I know Wookiees live a long time. I just didn't think Chewie was old.
Does it mean like Chewie's like 250 by the time Force Awakens rolls around?
Like 220? Nah, 235, 240.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro's an old man. But yeah, it's, I don't know. Seeing Han join the Empire for a bit, I mean, we all kind of knew that had happened, but it's weird. Knowing that Han got himself kicked out of the Imperial Academy is pretty funny.
I just think it'd be funny to see him as Stormtrooper upper instead of the weird, like, half mask type thing.
That's what most soldiers wore, though.
Which is stupid.
Stormtrooper armor is expensive. It's the Empire. They don't want to pay money for things.
If it's that expensive, then why can it not, like, deflect blasters?
It kind of can't. There's so much lore behind all this that I don't really know if I want to get into. But it, like, kind of can.
It kind of can?
So there's a thing. You've noticed how blasters have different colored bolts sometimes. That's not just for reasons. The bolts the Empire used, the red ones, are really cheap. And technically, it can stop those to a point. Yeah, their armor's really goofy. Armor is just goofy in general.
Sounds like it.
But especially in Star Wars, because, these things exist that can just cut through all of it, except for those things that it can't cut through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Star Wars, man. Star Wars. I loved Woody Harrelson's character in this movie. I loved Beckett. That's what you think Han Solo is for some reason.
No.
Yeah.
No.
The guy you're trying to explain that you think Han Solo is just Beckett.
No, because Han Solo never turns back on his friends.
Well, he did.
And he does in this movie.
No, he did, though. He did, though. He literally left Luke and Leia in the first movie.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
It doesn't count because he came back. Well,
Yeah.
he never turned his back on his friend in this movie.
Yes, he did.
When?
Never made it back to the planet. What a loser.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I'm gibbering. At this point, I'm too tired.
Never made it back to the planet. Back to Kira?
Yeah.
Is that thing that it literally showed us was that his whole plan and everything he was trying to do?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about? He turned his back on her because he failed. He was trying, you dumb bitch.
By the way, Chewie's 234 by the time Force Awakens rolls around.
That. Okay. I guess I literally said that.
Yeah, okay. I'm just telling you the exact age that.
The way when you said it in my brain, it registered weird. I was like, that doesn't sound right. And I'm like, wait, that's literally what I was saying that not to you and more to me. I literally said that.
I thought you were to like start arguing with me for no reason.
No,
like,
I was yelling at myself. Like I literally said that.
Yeah.
I love that Jon Favreau plays a character in this show.
He voices a character.
He plays him.
Yeah. I
also love that the resistance leader in this show, Enfys Nest. Did you watch? Yeah. She's just the rebel leader in that too. I think that's pretty funny.
Well, she also bombs an orphanage now in this show.
That's fine. Rebellion!
No, as an orphan, Han would not approve.
I'm an orphan. I approve.
Jesus Christ. Why you eyeing my ex, dude?
He hears you being stupid. He's considering.
Look at those teeth.
What?
I said, look at those teeth.
Oh. That is not what I heard. So that's fine, though. What did you think about Paul Bettany as the big bad?
He's fine.
What did you think about Vision?
Oh, I wasn't very threatened by him.
I think he's
supposed
to be.
You could shoot. Hello, Dean. Hello, Dean.
I think he's supposed to be. Nice. There's a puppy. I think he's supposed to be like. Think of the way most like drug lords are. He's fully in your lap. Oh, here comes the other one.
We're not doing that. We're not doing. Hello. And I cannot hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So he. I feel like isn't supposed to be intimidating in that way. It's just supposed to be the amount of power he holds. It's the money gives you power type character.
Mm-hmm.
He's not intimidating, but it's who he knows and what he owns that's intimidating.
Yeah. He's a Sith Lord.
Well, no.
I don't think he's a Sith Lord at this point anymore.
No.
Can you get down, bud?
Ah, Baba. Oh, puppies. Oh, puppies.
I love you, bud. Get down.
This is great. This is great content. Anybody watching, Grayson's dog got in his lap. It was pretty great.
All right. I think I'm back to normal. I know. I'm sorry, bud.
He looks so sad.
I know.
Damn, he doesn't even want me anymore.
Can you not go under my desk either?
I like it down there. It's comfy.
He tries to climb up here like that too, but he can't. He doesn't realize that there's a desk ahead of him.
Yeah, I get it. My dog's pretty dumb too. I get it.
I love you.
I know.
Oh, see, this is what I'm talking. This.
There he goes. Hello.
Hello, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. This movie, I'm not trying to say it's great, but for what it is, like, I do really enjoy it. It's supposed to just be dumb, goofy Star Wars, and I think it does that really well.
I think it drops the goofy Star Wars, though. It doesn't do goofy Star Wars how we like goofy Star Wars. Like, the prequel goofy Star Wars is not like dumb, like stupid joke. It's not like Star Wars. Star Wars. It's like offshoot Star Wars. And
No,
the
it's like
so.
Star Wars. Star Wars. There's just no sassy Obi-Wan character. That's all you're upset about.
Yeah, I am very upset about that. Hello, Dean. Yes.
That's it. That's the only thing you're missing is there's no. And I guess Beckett is like trying to be that, but he's not. I mean,
this is Woody Harrelson.
It does suck. I think the thing that is lowering this for you is like, I enjoy this movie. It is still, to me, one of the lower tier Star Wars movies. But there is one Star Wars movie that I hate. So like, there's a lot of movies that I don't think are bad that are lower tier Star Wars movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I don't think this is as bad as Rise of Skywalker. What is happening?
I have no idea. He just really wants to be in my.
So, like, Rise of Skywalker is like a bad movie. I don't think this is. I think what's causing you a little bit of your issue with it is that.
I think the movie's fine. I don't think it's bad.
But I think the thing that's causing you to like, this doesn't feel like Star Wars is because you watched Revenge of the Sith and the minute it ended, you clicked play on Solo. And you're switching from peak Star Wars to like still good, but not peak Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I think that also might be something that ends up boosting up Rogue One for you is
what do you mean?
The way that you go from this to Rogue One is going to boost up Rogue One.
Well, I also have some time to like space this movie
That's also true. Yes. But I think that's a lot of it. So you get the sassy bitch in this movie isn't the king of sassy bitches.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that exists.
Yes. Correct.
But yeah, I think I'm still stuck on your argument about Han Solo because it's just wrong and it hurts.
I don't know. This movie's fine. I think the highlight is Donald Glover, and I think that the other highlight is a literally 30-second cameo. I dropped them all.
Oh, I don't know. I loved L3, man. She's great.
L3 is great, but like
rebellion.
She seems so happy when she's like, I found my purpose.
It's so funny to me though. She frees the one droid and he's like, what should I do? I don't fucking know. It's not my job to take care of you. It's like, what the fuck? I love that. The freeing them with no plan to me is so funny.
I love the fucking chaos that goes off right after she frees everyone.
Yeah.
Just the amount of bad shit buttons they start smashing. It's like, this could have gone horrible for everyone if they hit like one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely a calculated plan, right?
Well, Well, so it's the thing. It was calculated, but like, it's also the thing. There was no other way.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't always love storytelling like that, but there's also times where there genuinely is only one path to doing a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to live with the risks of that path. Especially in this case, it was fail and die, no matter how it failed. If you didn't get the shit back to Dryden, you die.
Mm-hmm.
If something goes wrong in the plan, you die. So it's like there really was only one path.
Is Kira now the owner of the Crimson Peak or Crimson Circle, whatever it's called?
Crimson Dawn? No.
Yeah.
That's Maul.
Okay.
That's why she reports to him.
I would just report to Maul because he's cool.
But Maul
Also
can't be the true face of the Crimson Dawn because Palpatine and Vader would hunt him down. He can hide in the shadows and they'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
And Maul knows he can't do that. We saw Maul fight Palpatine once. Did not go well.
Comics?
Clone Wars.
Guess you gotta watch the Clone Wars.
We saw Maul fight Anakin's apprentice and get bitched. Vader would wipe the floor with this dude.
I would love to see a Maul versus Vader, right?
Anakin, for the entire 10 years he was at the Jedi Temple to start, before episode 2, trained daily using the training droids programmed with all of the information Obi-Wan had given the Jedi about Maul. He was fighting Maul every day. Anakin wanted the smoke and never got it, and I find that pretty depressing.
Well, it's also the only Sith Lord they've found in 1,000 years, according to them.
Yeah, but because he killed Qui-Gon, Anakin wanted the smoke.
Fair.
Oh, he's back.
Yep, he's been here.
Well, you were just looking at him because he was farther away.
He literally started going up the stairs. Like, why would you?
I won't go upstairs. Gotta get workout in. Gotta get workout. But I don't know. I like Han and Kira's relationship through this movie, and I like the way it changes and how Kira changes. I like the conflict in her deciding what to do. Because you can tell, just like with Anakin and all those situations in the movie before, the decisions and how conflicted she was about making them.
I'm gonna be real. I don't feel like she really cared for Han all that much.
Oh, she definitely did.
Not after definitely as a fuck buddy.
No, I think she cared. But it's almost the same thing as Anakin. People crave power. She chose power.
I mean, she's basically been enslaved her whole life, so yeah.
Right. I totally understand her decision making.
She's still technically enslaved, though.
I mean, kinda. But she's like, I'm not gonna go there, actually.
She's gonna what, bud?
I was gonna be like, she's the top tier one, and she's rise through the ranks, but that sounded really bad, so I decided I didn't really want to, and then you forced me to. A
slave's a slave, bud. It does not go well for any of them.
Well, as she says, everyone's a slave.
Yeah, I mean, technically speaking,
everyone answers to somebody. Everybody answers to somebody.
I don't answer to nobody.
Which is the whole point of Han in this movie and every other movie. He doesn't answer to people.
He does. He answers to his wife.
Not really. That's why they get a divorce. Did you forget about that part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we not do this? Why are we doing this?
And also, Han's stupid in this movie. Literally, the most famous line coming out of Carrie Fisher's mouth is calling him half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder.
That's not the most famous line coming out of Carrie Fisher's mouth.
It is.
No, it's I love you.
No, because the more famous part of that is the I know.
Yeah, but it's still the most famous words to come out of her mouth ever.
Which I also love the reverse of that was pulled in this movie with Lando. I hate you. I know. I love it. I do love Donald Glover as Lando. Are we getting a Lando show?
We are. We're getting a Lando show with Donald Glover.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're shooting this year.
I forgot to bring up, you asked about movies and shows that were coming up. Got The Mandalorian and Grogu as
which I think they need to change that name.
I'm sure they will. But I'm also not sure that they will. The Mandalorian and Grogu. Then we've got the new Rey movie.
Those are movies? I thought it was a TV show.
No, movie.
Dub.
And then James Mangold's making a movie. Soon. We know nothing.
Dub.
We do know it'll be set thousands of years in the past. So it's like an Old Republic movie.
Dub. Also,
Oh,
episode
it's
10 coming
it's
soon.
going before the Old Republic. It's like a Dawn of the Jedi movie. His thing, when I first started talking to Kathleen Kennedy about doing one of these pictures, what occurred to me was thinking about what kind of genre of movie within Star Wars I wanted to do. And I thought about a biblical epic, like a 10 Commandments about the dawning of the Force. Where did it come from? When did we discover it? And when did we learn how to use it?
That could be interesting.
From the moment I stepped in and George brought me into the company, there's been a lot of interest in that, said Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, I love that. The Kathleen Kennedy hate I find so funny because George Lucas handpicked her to take over.
She also doesn't do all too much that, like...
No, not really. Like, and all the issues now, she made Dave Filoni the, like, creative director.
Yeah.
He's the Triple H of this story. If it's bad, it's his fault.
Like, she just greenlights that, like, thing. It's like, she's like, here's the money. That's what that's her job.
It's like, I don't really think we should tell this story yet. Or, hey, this story could work. That's all she does.
I don't think this is gonna make money for us. Or like, hey, let's put this on Disney Plus instead of in theaters.
Yep.
That's her job.
Yep.
Like, I don't think that's the same thing. Like, Kevin Feige does the same thing. Kevin
Feige's like the Dave Filoni.
Not exactly.
Yeah. Kevin Feige is actually involved in all the movies.
I think he's got both jobs.
Oh, maybe. Because he's like actually involved in story. Kathleen's not.
I think he has input in the story. I don't think he has like full like.
No, I'm just saying he's involved. Dave Filoni has like full control, basically. He can change anything he wants. So, because that was the point. They wanted somebody who knew it like that.
Mm-hmm. Where's Sam Witwer in this movie?
He voices Maul.
Oh yeah, I thought it might have been Ray Park. I'm so sorry.
No, because he voiced Maul in the Clone Wars also.
Yeah, I just thought it might have been.
And
Ray
somebody
Park
else voiced Maul in Episode 1. I don't remember who. Ray Park has never spoken as Darth Maul.
So was that a fully CG Darth Maul?
No, it was Ray Park.
That was Ray Park.
Yep. Park's voice was dubbed over with that of Peter Serafinowicz in 1999, and then it was dubbed over in this episode for Sam Witwer.
Yeah, Sam Witwer is a fucking goat. I love Sam Witwer.
Yeah.
I remember watching an interview or like a story he was telling about like his interview for Starkiller, or like his audition process for Starkiller, where like they asked him to meditate.
Yeah.
And he was just pissed off the whole time.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, when I was doing it, I was like clenching and just angry. And they're like, it's meditation. You're supposed to be at peace. Vader would have never taught him how to meditate. The Force is something you're supposed to take control of. He wouldn't know how to let go like that. It's like, oh, yeah, this dude knows. I like that.
And then he's like been in every Star Wars project since then, like at least like a small voice role.
Yeah, he's doing something.
He was the Stormtrooper, I think.
Dave Filoni's also working on a cinematic event.
What does that mean?
So The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and Book of Boba Fett are all tied together. The conclusion's a movie.
Avengers movie?
Pretty much. The conclusion's a movie.
How's that gonna work?
The shows exist, and then a movie comes out. Seems pretty simple to me. What do you mean?
How's that gonna Mandalorian Grogu, though?
That's its own movie. That's telling some of the story up to that.
Isn't that going to be the finale of The Mandalorian, though? Like the series finale?
Maybe. But a cinematic event. Iron Man 3 wasn't the last time we saw Iron Man.
It wasn't my book. He never showed up ever again. Bro took the vacation
Bro
days.
thinks Thanos won twice.
He did. Respect my goat. 2-0 versus the Avengers.
Taika Waititi also has a Star Wars movie coming at some point.
They're still going forward with that? I thought I heard rumors of them turning that down.
Well, it hasn't been yet. Maybe it... Wait, hold on. Last we heard... Well, oh, yeah, okay. They phrased that really weird. I'm reading an article, and they're like, somebody at some point said it was headed for a late 2023 release, but we hadn't locked anything in, and they're like, clearly it won't be making that 2023 release date now. And I'm like, wait, when was this published? And it was like last month. So you're right. It will not be making that. That year has passed.
They're being sarcastic.
Yeah, but my brain was like, wait, is this like December of 2023 when this came out? So it's like, yeah, it's not coming or what? But yeah, he's still making one. Sean Levy is,
he's doing Deadpool and Wolverine right now. So
yeah, he's also got Star Wars, then Lando, the show or movie. I don't know which one it's
a show.
Rian Johnson still has a trilogy in the works.
They didn't cancel that? Oh my god, I'm so happy that
not as far as we know.
Well, Rian Johnson's also still busy with Knives Out.
Right. So yeah, the trilogy is on the back burner because he's been busy with Knives Out and the deal that he made with Netflix for multiple movies. He's also said that he talked with Kathleen about it and they're still talking about it. So it's not like it's in the works, but it's not like
they just
being worked on. Right. Well, he probably does know what it's about. He doesn't have like a script, but he probably has a outline.
Yeah. I just hope it's not like directly after episode 6. We have so much shit from that.
What has been canceled is Kevin Feige's movie.
Kevin Feige had a Star Wars movie?
Yep, he was gonna have one.
Loki, want to see what he would have made.
Yes. JD Dillard, who I guess best known for the film Slight.
Never heard of it.
He's working with Matt Owens, who wrote for Luke Cage and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., working on a movie that would be set on Exegol, which is the planet from not Revenge of the Sith.
Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah. But that one's not a thing anymore. Yeah. David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, the Game of Thrones showrunner, who were going to have a trilogy, are too busy making shows for Netflix. No, you ruined Game of Thrones, and then Disney went, yeah, we're not going to let you come do Star Wars now. It's funny. I love it that they ruined Game of Thrones to go make Star Wars, and then because they did that, Disney was like, yeah, you don't get to make Star Wars anymore.
Do we know what the trilogy was supposed to be about?
No. Oh, apparently there had been rumors that their movies would be set a few hundred years before the prequels, so in the time of the Old Republic, which isn't exactly right, because that would have had to have been over 1,000 years to be the Old Republic.
Yeah.
The High Republic is what's before the prequels. You get the Old Republic, and then the Jedi and Sith Wars, and then the High Republic, and then...
You get a Jedi and Sith Wars movie?
That'd be sick. Please? Give me Nihilus and Revan and all those guys.
Just make I know, like, the weirdos on the internet are like, you gotta know that this character is actually a Star Wars fan. But watching a Revan movie would be dope as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
The Revan trilogy. Like, having a Revan trilogy where it goes from Jedi to Sith in the second movie, and then back to a Jedi in the third movie would be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all we really know.
That's fun. I love how you talked like a little bit about Solo.
No, we talked for a decent chunk about Solo. And yeah, the mall scene is interesting. I'm sad we're probably not going to get more from that.
I just want, we were supposed to get an underground show from George Lucas back in like 2012. That was supposed to have Maul at like kind of the forefront of that.
We were supposed to get a Darth Maul video game also that got canned during the sale, which sucks because it was done.
And 1313 was basically done too.
Yeah. I'm still so mad about both of those. I wanted them so bad. I gotta look at the release dates. When did Solo come out compared to everything else?
2018, a year before Rise of Skywalker.
Right. So that's why. So the reason we're not going to see more is they're pivoting away from all the anthology movies, and I don't know if they'll ever make a Kira and Darth Maul show, though they should.
I feel like Emilia Clarke definitely has some movies on that contract still.
Probably.
Might as well use her.
Maybe they just pivoted that contract over to Marvel.
It's like Felicia, I can't remember her last name, who was Generso. She has movies on her contract still.
I wonder if she's going to appear in season 2 of Andor.
Why would they? The first time they showed up was in Rogue One.
So, the first time they showed up together was in Rogue One.
Yeah, but it's a show about Andor.
Yeah, and there are other characters in the show.
No. Supporting characters do not exist.
Ah, right. There's literally an entire episode of the Book of Boba Fett that doesn't have Boba Fett. It's just Mando.
Which is stupid.
It's also unfortunate that that's like the best episode in that series.
Well, when you use stupid spins for no reason, that's what happens.
It's Star Wars. They're all stupid spins for no reason.
I know. It's a joke.
Golly. But I would love to see them do something with Maul and Kira from the end of this. And I'd even love to see Alden Ehrenreich back to play Han again. Do more of this in-between stuff. Let's see more of Han. Because I think Alden did a great job portraying Han. I really do. I know you don't like how Han was in this movie because you're dumb, but
he just feels more like Indiana than Han. How about that?
I don't agree, but
because Indiana is kind of a stupid motherfucker.
Huh.
Bro's listening.
Getting stormy outside.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, but I liked Alden Ehrenreich in this movie. I think that's an important thing to bring up. Yeah. I know a lot of people hated him, but I think that's just because I think humans are weird. And they don't like... We do the thing about not recasting anybody ever. But it's like, how do you tell a story about Han if you can't recast Han? You know what I mean? And you can't recast him.
Well,
and
also, Harrison Ford doesn't give a fuck about Han, so I think...
Right. I don't know if it's your end that's lagging or mine because of the storm. It's yours. Okay.
Am I lagging a little bit? It's definitely...
A little bit. You're lagging a lot. I might end up having to do this outro for us. Oh my God.
Yeah, probably. I'd say so.
I wish you could see how like laggy you were.
Yeah, Still I'll see you later.
You're moving really slow. But yeah.
Mr. Roboto.
I'm not the robot. You're the robot.
Oh yeah, I can see my camera feed's going low resolution. We love that.
Yeah.
We love that.
Anyways. But yeah, I liked Alden, but the recasting thing. So this movie flopped. I know it made over its budget, so that's good, but like it flopped. And I think most of that is because it came right off of The Last Jedi, which when it came out, people, even I was unhappy with the existence of The Last Jedi when it came out. It's grown on me now, but like, so this was the next movie after. People were upset that Han had been recast, even though I don't know why you'd want an 80-year-old Han trying to play 19-year-old Han. That doesn't really make sense. But people were upset with that, and then, Han's death had people pissed off. So, and then this movie was marketed really weird, especially with it changed directors like 3 times.
Lord and Miller dropped out like literally 90% through the film.
Yeah.
and they reshot like another like 75% of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's tough to say the least.
It's woof, as I say the least.
And so I don't know if we'll ever. I don't know.
I want to see Emilia Clarke back. I don't care.
True. I want to see Alden Ehrenreich play Han some more. Dude, I hope we get a little bit of Han in the Lando show. Just a little bit. Have
Just
Alden show up for a few minutes.
Frame. Or have one frame of Alden showing up.
Well, a little
Alden
more than
was
that.
really good in Cocaine Bear.
He was good in Cocaine Bear. Watch that.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch Cocaine Bear. It's great.
It's Cocaine Bear. I promise it's not great.
Cocaine Bear was great, bro. I promise
it's not great.
I think it's great. It's great comedy. Oh god. Oh, sorry. Oh. Anything else you want to talk about Solo about?
I don't think so.
All right.
I really
don't have anything else to say either. Short episode, probably.
Still 56 minutes.
Dub. We're actually able to speak a little bit longer than I think fewer films. But thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, whatever. Whatever you have to do on the platforms on Spotify or Apple. I'm not familiar with what they do. Follow us there too if you really, really want to listen to us. But next week we'll be jumping into the world of Rogue One and probably the best Star Wars scene of all time. Maybe ? We'll see.
I don't know.
Geek's like,
I don't know.
He doesn't know. But until then, bye bye.